The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on. But that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your phones? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm talking to you!
Drops, retard. Robocock.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. Shout out to all you guys. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, come on, boys, bring it in close. Let's go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Bring it in close. Let's go. We got a lot we got to talk about. We took a day off yesterday. So much happens every single day. You really can't take a day off. But I said, fuck it. We're going to do it. Bring it in. Let's go. Come on. No ass grabbing. Yes, listen to Angmar. No ass grabbing. Shout out to Tosi. I see you in the chat. No ass grabbing. And listen very closely. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Like it. Like it. Like it. Every time we see a new person's response, look at this. What the hell? If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, you're gay. So like the stream. Like the stream. Figure it out, man. Figure it out. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today, man? We got a lot we got to go over. Genuinely a lot we got to go over. It's insane, man. I'm going to do my very best, as I do every stream, to try to get through this nonsense. But yeah, we got a lot we got to go over, man. And I got to tell you, the Silent Hill F story is probably going to be the funniest story tonight. So I can't wait to cover that. But what else are we checking, man? Skeg check, asshole check, nice. Old man cat is thirsty check, nice. Sounds like a legend to me. Dirty pair Kickstarter arrive check, very nice. Very nice. Asshole check. Jula B check. Marty O'Donnell with the check to check check. Back grabber check. Too many doctor's appointments check. Moan JT. Really? Moan JT check. Sad penguin. Is that a penguin from Tosi? Sad something check. What else are we checking? Sonic Crossworlds Racing is better than Mario Kart check. Nice. Nice. What else? Jimmy back or not back check? Oh, no, he's back. He's back as expected. Harry check? Oh, my God. I sense heresy check. Okay, fair enough. What else are we checking? Migraine check? Finally got my PC restored check. Nice. Nice. Who shit my pants check? That's crazy, bro. STI check? Sonya with the check to check check? Dogs biting my foot check? John Cena retirement check? This is a random check today. He's half black check. Hassan Piker's mom check. Oh my God. All right. That's where we're stopping. All right, guys. Listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Hassan Piker's mom is crazy. All right, boys. Let's do a Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku Urinalist, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do. And people that come into the stream every day and then for some reason don't know how to hit the like button. So hit the like button. We got Kaiser, Autism Check. Colonel Ruv, Monkey Man 04, Rockin' Hound Dog, Colonel Ruv again, Yamato 85, Dragon Knight 27 over on Rumble, Secret Final Boss, Jedi Knight, Mr. Melancholy, Patch Show It Do It, Diet Spam over on Rumble, Ali Kusanagi, Glow Mind Prince, Squid with Cam. We got the Gaming Wolf 87, Doug Gotch, Prophetic Apathetic, Deku Leader, Sonia Lissette, Triple J Jr., not a fan of YouTube, Bay Chicago, Toasty with the Mosty, which, by the way, guys, congratulations to Toasty with the Mosty for surpassing 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, even though YouTube has tried to keep us all down. That's a pretty big win. So shout out to Toasty for that. Congratulations. We got Skag with the Skag check. We got Falstaff, Dylan B, Vardamus, Son of Mr. Vengeance, Beautiful Zexel, Fel Akaros. We got Blanca, Ali Kusanagi again. We got Golden Apples, Mad Max 2069, Serpentine Deity, Proud Jesus Freak, We got Rune with the power of the monkey. Jonah Mazzochi. Who else? We got Triple J Jr. Tim Ecken the Oak. Romanizer 24. We got Miss Molly. Crash Collins over on Rumble. We got Anubis Hades, the legend. Soul Reaper 2078. Melody Johnson, the legend. Nerd Mother. Oliver Adam. Death Star. Old Man Cad. The Gaming Wolf 87 again. XL Tomahawk, the Mervoth. Magdi. We got the voice of the water, Dr. Richard Kimball. John D. Garza. We got Visible Trouble. We got David Rodriguez. We got Captain Killer Guns. We got Adam Juman over on Rumble. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people. Then we're going to get on with the show. 4 more. Let's go. We got Anti-Federalist Pain over on Rumble. Alucard. Fat Roller. 17 Crash. Listen to him. He says, oh my God. Hit the like button, damn it. Michael T. Bandito. Sir Spamalot. Paul Q, the legend. Frenchie 07. We got Vorst over on Rumble. We got Tanya Raven. Ron DFK. Dragon Knight over on Rumble. Golden Apples. We got Low KZ420 on Rumble. Blaze Starbin. Marty Tiberius O'Donnell. We got Felstaff. We got Derek Smith. Robin Oz over on Rumble. D-Mag. We got Zelosi over on Rumble. Carlos Cowell. We got Joseph. What's up, man? Toxin. Nightmare 13. We got, let me scroll down. Michael T. Little Miss Hypnotic. We got, let me scroll down. Ulysses. We got Rorico. We got October Sky. And last but not least, we got Radio Chip. Anglo Machiavelli. Courageous Kirsten. Am I a teacher now? That's horrible. Obidine. Cicaloco. Pardon Hunter LOL. And we got... let me scroll down. Breezy Stratton. Shout out to Breezy Stratton. And we got Hanny the Legend as well. Again. All right, guys. And Limitless Andre. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today. It is extra backed up today. Extra backed up today. So let's make it fucking count, boys. And let's see who's getting glazed. Who is it going to be? Deco Leader says, no diddy, no homo. Booty hole ultra plot armor. And I summon the pot of greed. Allow me to draw 2 cards from my deck. Fair enough. Goes to XL Tomahawk with all the emojis for the booty hole protected to go down. Which goes to Democulus. No demonic being, no digital ID, no clown world. American freedom destroys all defenses to go down ×3. 1, 2, 3. This fucking girl, man. I swear to everything. I swear to everything. Melody Johnson has to be the #1 facialized person in this chat. Sincerely. The #1. I don't think there's anybody else. I mean, there's some close seconds. But I think that Melody Johnson has to go down in history as the #1 glazed queen in the Bigot Army. Well, supposed queen. It could be a guy for all I know. But still, glazed queen. Congratulations to Melody Johnson. We're not going to ban you today. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Congratulations. Congratulations, Melody Johnson. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today, okay? Sincerely, we have a lot that we got to go over. Obviously, we're going to talk a ton of fast topics, some of which are going to be about Destiny, some of which are going to be about Resident Evil, some of which are going to be just random clips that I found throughout the last 2 days that are just ridiculous. I also have a bit of a follow-up on the story that I talked about today. I released a video talking about the streamer that has stage 4 cancer that had all his money stolen from a Steam game. Got a follow-up to that. But the main topics we're going to talk about today is we're going to be covering, well, actually, Borderlands is going to be a fast topic, but we're going to be covering Borderlands. Borderlands 4 has officially sold about half of what Borderlands 3 did in the same amount of time. So we got to talk about that because that's pretty much what I predicted it was going to do. So I'm not surprised to see that go down. We're going to be talking about some developers that got fired recently from a studio called Probably Monsters. I'm sure you guys have heard that before, that particular studio, but Probably Monsters has had one particular person get fired over some unhinged statements that we're going to cover today. And apparently Smash JT has received a privacy complaint from assumingly that person, but we don't know for sure, which I find hilarious because all he talked about was the publicly available tweets. So, like, what exactly are you complaining about? But anyway, so we're going to cover that. We're also going to cover Silent Hill F. This is the big one. Silent Hill F is the big one. It's the funniest one, too, by the way. We're going to be covering Silent Hill F's release. Every single journalist is glazing this game for the most part. 10 out of 10. Perfect game in the world, right? Makes you kind of curious why that is. And then as people dive deep into it, people have realized that even on a PS5 Pro, the highest internal resolution that the game is playing at is 720p. And it goes all the way down to as low as 360.
Holy shit.
Now, obviously, the game is upscaled to reach certain resolutions, but the fact that PS5 Pro is running at an eternal resolution of 720p is rough. Is rough, right? So that upscaled resolution ain't going to look that great. But regardless, it is what it is. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all that stuff. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. And, oh, by the way, everything I said about the combat, guess what? Came true, by the way. Everybody is calling it Souls-like Silent Hill F. People are comparing the, 14-year-old Japanese girl Dodge to the likes of, what is it called? Armored Core Rubicon. They're saying the bitch got fucking boosters on her feet. That the moment you hit Dodge, it's like, boom, all the way to the other side. So anyway, we're going to talk about it. And the last thing we're going to talk about is Master of the TDS. We got a new thread about Sweet Baby Inc. Apparently, Sweet Baby Inc. thinks that cozy games are basically another way to push colonization. Apparently, they want to anti-colonize cozy games. I don't fucking know, bro. This company's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. I really don't even know where to even go with that. But we're gonna cover it anyway because, well, they're back, so might as well. All right, boys, do me a favor, like the stream. We got 500 of you watching here on YouTube. We got 50 plus of you watching on Rumble. Like the fucking stream wherever you are watching. It does not matter. And ladies and gentlemen, let us do the number 2 segment on YouTube. Yes, that's right. That's right. The number 2 segment on YouTube. You thought it was going to be the number 1? No. The number 2 segment on YouTube is very important, ladies and gentlemen. This segment is none other than the retard of the day.
And here we are. The fate of the planet is in the hands of a bunch of retards I wouldn't trust with a potato gun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the retard of the day. Now, as you guys are aware, maybe you're not aware, I have no idea, but I did take off yesterday. And I thought, it would be really good to try to inform people that I'm taking off, because I take off about 1 or 2 days a month. And that was my second day for the month. So I was like, let me inform people. Let me make a community post and inform people that I'm taking off, right? I feel like that's the right thing to do. Well, apparently not to everybody, ladies and gentlemen, because our retard of the day left this following comment. Daniel Patterson. He says the following. Please don't spam my YouTube feed with no video and non-posts that belong on some blog.
Holy shit.
Let me read that again. Please don't spam my. And by the way, this is like the first time I've made a post in a month. By the way, apparently that's spam. But in any case, I'm gonna read it again because my brain cannot compute this. Right? Please don't spam my YouTube feed with no video and non-posts that belong on some blog. So one community post a month or one every few weeks, whatever. Apparently that's spam. What does that even mean? I don't know, Yamato. I have no idea. So at this point, this is obviously very useless. So I hit him with something equally as useless. So I responded and I said, did you know, on average, 100 people choke to death on ballpoint pens each year? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your retard of the day. Fucking morons, man. This is what I deal with on YouTube. I swear to God, every YouTuber knows the pain. Every YouTuber knows the pain. All right, boys. This is going to be now the #1 segment on YouTube. The #1 segment on Rumble. The #1 segment all around the galaxy. This segment is known none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
Let's go. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. Like the fucking stream, spam reactions if you're excited. And let's get into this, boys, because the first one up on the docket is Dark Exile. Dark Exile dropped a insane 5 membership banger. And you already know what it means when we get the first membership banger of the stream. Shout out to Dark Exile. Thank you so much, brother, for the 5 membership banger, man. I appreciate that. And then following the membership train, right after that, we got Lucifer Morningwood. Lucifer Morningwood, what a 5 membership banger to be. Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha! Shout out to Lucifer Morningwood. Thank you for the 5 membership banger. Guys, by the way, because of your ridiculousness that you did on Friday, we've unlocked a new emoji. If you guys are unaware, we have a memorialized Charlie Kirk emoji in the chat that you can utilize as a member. So make sure you utilize it. This is our 41st emoji that we unlocked. So shout out to you guys, man. You guys went crazy Friday on the membership train. I appreciate it. We got Mr. Melancholy with it too. Remember to protect your right to goon and F Destiny. Shout out to Mr. Melancholy. Thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate it. And then this fucking guy, look at this guy, man, with the golden sun profile picture. Always legendary. We got Xavier with the 10 membership mega bang. Shout out to Xavier. Thank you so much, brother, for the 10 membership mega banger. I appreciate it, man. Bentito for 9 months says a zombie and a vampire walked into a bar. Bartender asked them both, "What's your poison?" Vampire asked for 1 Bloody Mary. Zombie asked for Brain Cola. Sorry, Bendito. Thank you for 9 months, though. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where's the comment? Where's the comment? Everybody say hello to Thomas Mumby. He wants to know, what did I enter into? Hello, Thomas Mumby. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your stay. And then we got the Mervoth for 7 months. Says officially back home, but sad. Japan was so nice. Great food. Courteous people. Lots of sights and tons to goon to. No subtitles in the wild. LOL. Had fun. Nice, bro. Nice. Good shit. I'm glad you're back home safe. First off, that's awesome. And second off, I'm glad you had a good time, man. Very jealous of you. I would love to go. Shout out to you, man. BioT Wolf 19 with a 5. My wife asked me the other day where I got so much candy. I said I've always have a few Twix up my sleeve. Leave it up to BioT Wolf to get the first violin song. Tanya Raven with a 2. All Hypno Coffee is sold out except on Amazon. We don't sell Hypno Coffee. Colonel Ruff with a 5 says Hypno Coffee now introduces a new explosive flavor. Quantum Grifter now with 99.99% more uranium. That sounds like death. That's why we don't sell it. Ali Kusanagi gifting a membership, continuing the train. Thank you so much, Ali Kusanagi. Little Miss oh my God, Little Miss Hypnotic with a 2. Hi, Dad. Waifu Championship today? Yes. Yes, we are going to have the Battle of Champions today. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. Tanya Raven, unless people go fucking crazy and try to stall up the stream like they did Friday, but I highly doubt it. Even then, I'll still do it anyway. We're not going to miss it today. Tanya Raven with a 2. Smash loves that Robocock. True. Very true. Anubis Hades with a 2. Hey, boss, I'm going to be good. So here's a new jug pick for all. Nice. Nice. Massive titties. Very nice. Everybody stare. Dark Obsidian with a 1999. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. Shout out to Dark Obsidian. He says, this is for the Hypno Coffee Fund. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. Fucking legend. And then we got Tanya Raven with a 2. If you like Hypno Coffee, like the stream. We don't have coffee. Dylan D. Cesar with a 4.99 playing Dying Light the Beast. Not as scary as Dying Light 2. Sound of Nightfall is different. It's a solid 3 stars so far. Can't wait for sale on this one. Is it really? Wow. You're the first person I heard that's not as impressed with the game. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to have to see what's going on with that soon. Skeg became a member all on his own. Shout out to Skeg. Thank you so much, man. Kyoko Fulgarian. What a 5. Did you hear about the guy who was electrocuted? No. Well, I heard he was in for quite a shock. God damn it, Kyoko. Golden Apples. What a 4.99. Today was crazy, Hypno. I made it to 500 wish lists on Steam. Let's fucking go. That's halfway to 1,000. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Golden Apples. His game hit 500 wish lists on Steam, man. That is fucking awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations, man. You're going to get to that 1,000 plus. Guaranteed. Trashy Drifter with a 199. Only the true Ref Gamers fans will beat it on 360p. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And then we got Bud. Shout out to Bud with the 10 membership. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Shout out to Bud. Thank you so much for continuing the membership train. I appreciate that, man. Vardamus with a 5 says, no joke. This is a shout out to Mr. Rouge for the love that he showed the real fake wizard today. Oh, what did Mr. Rouge do? What did Mr. Rouge do? Shout out to fucking Mr. Rouge, man. What did he do? I'm sure he probably went crazy, huh? He probably went crazy, man. Real life fake wizard hit 50,000 subscribers. Everybody's winning, man. Toasty hit 10,000 subscribers. Mr. Rouge, I'm sorry. Real life fake wizard hit 50,000 subscribers. It's fucking awesome, man. That's a beautiful thing. Love to see it, man. Barnabas then decided to gift 5 memberships.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
Shout out to Barnabas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. He dropped 150 memberships. Of course he did. Of course he did. Shout out to Mr. Rouge for dropping the 150 memberships over at Real Like Fake Wizard. That is awesome, man. I don't know if he's in here, but if you're in here, Mr. Rouge, shout out to you for doing that. That's awesome. That is epic. And then last but not least on YouTube, we got Tanya Raven with it too. Now selling Hypno Tequila. Comes with a real worm. We don't have tequila. We don't have tequila. Shout out to Tanya Raven. All right, guys, let's go over to Rumble. Rumble, you guys are awake? Of course you are. Rumble's legendary. Where are we at? We got Vorce with a 10 over on Rumble. Haven't donoed since you played Assassin's Creed Shadows, because apparently YouTube didn't like me joking that you broke your Steam Deck and banned me from super chatting. Of all things to do it, bro. Really? That's crazy. What? Fucking YouTube is so weird, man. Well, shout out to you, Vorce. Thank you for the 10 over on Rumble. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm sorry you got banned on YouTube, but it's okay. That's why we got Rumble. That's why we got other platforms. We try our best. Obsidian gifting, not 1, not 2, but 6. 6 hypnotic.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. That was 6 memberships. Mr. Mel, well, hold on. Where'd that comment go? That was funny. Where'd it go? No, not this one. God damn it. Mr. Bang Your Mom says, why don't you have tequila? What kind of Hispanic are you? I told you, man, I don't drink. People don't believe me. I don't drink. Never did a drug in my life. I'm with Hispanic. There you go. Like, you might as well just call me white at this point. Well, that's not true, because white people drink too. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe I'm a black sheep. No pun intended. Don't shoot me, please. We got Adam Juman with $1, says Sinclair refuses to air Jimmy Kimmel. I saw that. I said that I think they said they were going to run something else or something. I don't know. Crazy though. And then we got Crash Collins gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. Deadeye's Lock with $1 says, Ian Omar can't sit there and take the truth from a man, but she's completely comfortable taking a testosterone male relative in the face like a pansy. There you go. Shout out to Deadeye's Lock. Thank you so much for the $1, man. I appreciate that. And then over on YouTube, we got one more that snuck in. We got Magdi. Magdi with a 5. What do you get when you cross a vampire with a werewolf? A fur coat that sticks to your neck. Holy shit, boys. Holy shit. Shout out to Magni. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, boys, listen. We are fully caught up everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much, as we are on our way to 456 tier 1s in a row. And if we get lucky, 145 tier 2s in a row. We're doing our best. Thank you guys. The support has been amazing. I appreciate that sincerely. All right, let's get into the topics, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with the fast topics, of course, because why not? That's what we're going to do. And the first fast topic is not even a topic. It's a funny video that I want to share. Let's see. Here we go. Let's just press play. I'm sure this is going to be very interesting.
I just can't fathom watching any clip and immediately finding any sort of joy. You should be locked up in a mental ward.
The fact that, bro, so the fact that Jeffree Star is doing this on TikTok Live, where people could donate certain emoji. And as he's talking about this, you just got emojis showing up on his face. Oh, man. If you guys, I'm going to play the rest of the clip. There's more to it. But if you guys don't know who Jeffree Star is a dude that knows he's a dude, but happens to love makeup and is a multi-fucking millionaire, if not billionaire. at this point, created his own makeup company, and has just been destroying it for decades, bro. Like Jeffree Star has fuck you money like out the ass. But he's one of those, what they call, it's a rare sighting, I know. It's called a based gay. It's a based gay, right? He's one of the gays that want to separate from everything else after LGB, pretty much. So yeah. Let's hear what he's got to say. The crowd.
I can't fathom it. So all these people that are getting fired from their teaching jobs, they're all good. You really thought you were going to put up some crazy meme or say something horrific about someone that just passed without consequences? I love it. I love it. You're fired. I love it. People have consequences. His wife and 2 children don't find it funny at all. So all you people getting fired, I love it. I'm reveling in it. You reap what you sow. Right? You're fired. That needs to be a fucking emote. I love it, honestly. That dude's video has millions of views. Thank God.
While Metallica's playing in the background too, makes it extra fucking amazing, by the way. So yeah, anyway, I just thought this was hilarious. And yeah, it's one of those confusing individuals that this is one of those prime examples of don't judge a book by its cover. And honestly, 99.9% of people that look like this are probably psychopaths, but this is not one of them. So I just think it's hilarious. Anyway. All right, let's continue. So let me X that out. Let's get into where am I at? Here we go. Okay, Call of Duty. Oh God, let's talk about Call of Duty. So Call of Duty has dropped their trailer. They dropped their trailer for their upcoming Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And they want to make you believe that this is somehow different from every other Call of Duty trailer that's ever dropped. It's not, by the way. It's not, by the way. So we're going to watch it. We're going to watch this super revolutionary Call of Duty trailer. But I want you guys to pay attention to something throughout this entire trailer. I want you guys to pay attention to something in this trailer and tell me what you can see different. Here we go. I like how they had to specify actual in-game footage. Trust us, guys. It's not scripted this time.
They know we're here. Go out.
Why they use? I hate the fact that they use fucking music that's most likely copyright music in their trailers. It's like I feel like they do it on purpose. I really do. I feel like they do it on purpose to stop people from reacting to this shit, which is so weird because don't you want people reacting to this shit? In any case, yeah, it's always rap music too. I swear, or something like that. In any case, what do you notice so far? Pretty serious looking, right?
Let's move. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
I gotta pause it often because of the fucking music. I'm sorry, guys. Either that or I can, I'll just lower it. I'll just lower it because you know what? Nobody cares about the music anyway. Let's be real. So gameplay looks pretty much the fucking same. They're going back to the futuristic shit where you're going to be running off walls and shit now. Last I remember, didn't that particular Call of Duty not do that well? Wasn't it Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that had that level of movement? And that game was notoriously hated for trying to be too much like Titanfall or something along those lines. And now they're bringing it back. Like, why are you bringing it back? I don't understand. People did not like this. They did not like this in their Call of Duty, and then you're just like, hey, here's this again. It's just so weird. So obviously this is scripted gameplay. It is great gameplay that has been touched up and edited for their trailer, obviously. Yeah, look, they even got fucking robots in this shit now. I mean, listen, man, the one thing I noticed in this trailer is that there is not a lick of anything unserious in terms of like cosmetic skins or anything like that. They don't show any Beavis and Buttheads running around, no Nicki Minaj's running around, none of that stuff. It seems like they're directly trying to go after the Battlefield 6 crowd. Although, to be honest with you, I don't see that happening. I don't see Battlefield 6 players getting excited by this. This is the same Call of Duty we've experienced for many, many, many years now. The only difference is that now you can run on walls again. All that's missing is a fucking jetpack, which I'm sure they're probably adding the game too. So again, I don't see anybody getting super excited about this. It looks just like another generic Call of Duty. And they could try to make it look different all they want by making it look as serious all they want, but it's just not. I don't see people giving a fuck about this, to be honest with you. Anybody who plays Call of Duty now is going to play this. There's going to be no difference. So, and is it going to be available on Game Pass day one? I think, right? What the fuck is this? Are they bringing back some older maps? Oh, yeah. I remember this map. Yeah, I'm over it. People, whoever's going to buy is the same people anyway. All right, next topic, boys. We got Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is officially back. Officially back, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Kimmel is officially back. Jimmy Kimmel to return to host show on Tuesday following suspension, right? Now, apparently, though, there are some people that are fighting this, right? If anything, let me see if I can find it really quickly. Hold on one second. Let me see something really quick because they're fighting this shit. If you look here from Sinclair says beginning Tuesday night, Sinclair will be preempting Jimmy Kimmel Live across our ABC affiliate stations and replacing it with news programming. Discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return. So it seems like they tried to shoot the gun a little bit too quickly, where Disney and ABC decided they wanted to bring Jimmy Kimmel back, but Sinclair is like, no, we don't want him back, right? If you see here, that's their official statement. And again, I want to be very clear to people. Nobody fucking watches Jimmy Kimmel, okay? Jimmy Kimmel literally just experienced what Hassan experienced. A fucking 24-hour suspension on his day off or something like that. It's ridiculous, man. Nobody watches Jimmy Kimmel. They have come out and openly said that nobody watches this guy. Chances are I get almost as much views in a month as Jimmy Kimmel does, or very close to it. It's fucking crazy, bro. The guy averages about 120,000 some odd viewers. Nobody watches this guy. So why would they want to bring him in? It doesn't make any sense. Why would they want to bring him in? I don't get it. It's a massive waste of money. Like the guy, he gets 120 some odd thousand views a night, which I know for some people they're thinking, oh, that's amazing. 120. That's not amazing. The guy has a workforce of like almost 100 people working for him. Think about that. 100 people working for him and a show that gets 120 some odd thousand views a night. Times that by how many nights is he live? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it really quick. How many nights is Jimmy Kimmel live? Let me see. How many nights is he live? Why can't I find that information easily? Come on, Google. How many nights does Jimmy Kimmel run? Let me see. Jesus Christ, man. I can't find anything. I can't find anything. Should be none. I know, but I want to see because I want to make it a comparison. Even so, okay, so let's say 5 nights a week. Let's say 5 nights a week. I just out of curiosity, 5 nights a week. So you're talking about 600,000 views a week. That's 2.4 million views. 2.4 million views a month. A month. Okay? Guys, I get around 2 million views a month, bro. You've got to be shitting me, my guy. I'm getting less now that I only upload 1 video a day, but my videos are getting more views per video. But regardless, I'm still getting about 1.5 to 2 million views a month. You got to be fucking kidding me. And you want to bring this guy back who's getting 2.5 million views a month, and he has a team of 100 people? So in any case, it's fucking sad. It really is sad. And the amount of money that he gets paid to do it is unbelievable, I'm sure. He gets paid millions of dollars to do it. It's such a waste of money. So I'm sure that they want to get out as much as they can. But these guys are fucking pussies, man. They don't want to deal with the cancel bomb, right? That's really what it is. They don't want to deal with the cancel bomb. We are all Jimmy Kimmel. We are all Jimmy Kimmel. Touches each other's dicks.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. I'm sorry. That one caught me off guard. That one caught me off guard. That's great. And you know what's even better? They're surrounded by CNN, MSNBC. Yeah, that's about right. All that's missing is a Bud Light can. You need a Bud Light can right here. Oh man. Oh man, Cat says Jimmy Kimmel gets roughly 1.7 to 2.4 million views a month for his TV show, with specific Nielsen report for Q2 2025 showing an average of 1.77 million. That is pathetic, bro. That is pathetic. Pathetic numbers for somebody who is mainstream media, who is paid millions of fucking dollars to get pushed. It's insane. Sinclair says Kimmel's suspension is not enough. Calls on the FCC and ABC to take additional action. Sinclair's ABC stations to air a special in remembrance of Charlie Kirk. We already went over that. So again, at this point, it looks like he's coming back right now. But Sinclair is trying to openly fight it. So props to them for trying to fight it and to keep the show from coming back on air. But at the end of the day, I think it's been proven to everybody that Jimmy Kimmel or anybody like him that is available on late night television or whatever you want to call it, that gets such record low viewership compared to even the smallest of YouTubers, this is not a business move, right? Jimmy Kimmel's existence is not a business strategy. Jimmy Kimmel's existence is an ideological strategy. And this proves it, because it's clearly not about the money. Because if it was about the money, they would have gotten out of this ASAP with morality clause and would have been done with it. It's not about that. This is about ideology. And that's all it's ever been about. So there you go. That's it. Jimmy Kimmel might be coming back, but we don't know right now. So we're going to follow that story and see what Sinclair ends up doing. But at this point, we just don't know 100% for certain. Let's switch over to Resident Evil really quick. So Resident Evil Requiem has been getting talked about a lot. And one of the things that are rumored to be coming out pretty soon is information regarding Leon. Now, obviously, it's been rumored that Leon was going to be in the game. There's also been screenshots being shared around on social media of Leon with an eye patch. That's been proven to be false. So if you've seen that photo, it's not real. But Leon is supposed to have gray hair in the upcoming Resident Evil Requiem. And supposedly his story and Grace's story are going to intertwine. But his story is going to be his gameplay, I should say, is going to be the gameplay that's going to focus more on action at this point, and less on horror. Whereas Grace's gameplay is going to focus on horror. So we shall see. But anyway, new Resident Evil Requiem leaks have revealed that most of Leon's gameplay will take place in 2020, focusing on action as well as horror and atmosphere. There have been rumors about Resident Evil Requiem featuring multiple playable characters, with Leon Kennedy being one of them. Capcom has yet to officially confirm any new playable characters for the title. However, one insider has provided more information about Leon Kennedy's gameplay in Requiem. A new post by Dust Golem states that most but not all of Leon's gameplay is set in 2020, while most but not all of Grace's gameplay is set in 2028. Moreover, the insider states that Leon will have grayed hair in Resident Evil Requiem, and his gameplay will have more action focus, but will be more focused on horror and atmospherics when compared to Resident Evil 4. So again, guys, at this point, there's a lot of rumors about Leon getting in Resident Evil Requiem. There's no official statement on this yet. I'm sure we're going to find out pretty soon as time goes on. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Leon does show up, considering that this is supposed to be their, how do I put it? Their tie-in for all the storyline in Resident Evil so far. They're trying to tie everything in. So putting Leon in the game will probably make a lot of sense, but I guess we're going to find out and see. A lot of people are hoping that it's going to be good. And, I guess it might be. We'll see. But, at this point, I don't know. Everybody thought when I said Leon, I was talking about Words of Paradise. You guys watch too much YouTube. No, it's not Leon. It's not Leon. Leon would never be caught dead inside of a Resident Evil game. And if he did, he'd probably be the zombie trying to fuck you in the ass or something. All right, let's keep going. So we got, let's see. Where is it at? I got a funny ass video, by the way, of the amazing game known as Skate that has over 100,000 concurrent players on Steam right now. I forgot to share this earlier in the stream, but this is a hilarious video. I find it so funny watching all the buggy videos about Skate because some of the bugs are so extreme, it's ridiculous. Apparently, you could get just sent out into the netherworld in Skate. So let's see what's going on here. Check out this clip. And he's gone. And he's gone. And he's gone. And he's gone. Bro, this man got sent into the fucking stratosphere, bro. He got sent into the fucking stratosphere. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Now listen, man, the game is doing fairly okay on Steam. But, keep in mind, Skate, there's no price of entry for Skate, so I'm not surprised that these numbers are as high as they are. A free-to-play game hitting 100,000 concurrent players is probably the equivalent to a paid-to-play game hitting like 20,000. But the game is currently hitting an all-time peak of 134,901 with 24-hour peak of 110,662. But what's so ironic is that so many people are playing the game, or at least trying it, and yet nobody's watching it. Nobody's watching the content whatsoever, right? Nobody's watching this game. It's very low viewership in the 24-hour numbers for Twitch. So, it is what it is. About anywhere between 500,000 to almost 2 million people have tried the game so far. And all I see is compilation clips of bugs and glitches and stuff. So, I don't know. It is what it is. But in any case, that is Skate. Let's continue forward. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. This is something I want to talk about because the hypocrisy is astounding. It's astounding, right? So Fortnite just introduced proximity chat, supposedly. I wouldn't know. I don't play Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in years. You're probably going to have to ask somebody else about this. But apparently Fortnite had introduced proximity chat. And the moment proximity chat was introduced, it led to thousands upon thousands of people being banned from the game due to what they were saying in proximity chat. Now, the beautiful thing about all this is that I almost feel like this was planned in a way. But the beautiful thing about all this is that, number one, anybody with a brain could have seen proximity chat getting abused the moment it was going to, go into effect. I feel like everybody knows what proximity chat is, especially with competitive games or semi-competitive games. You should pretty much expect shit talking to the maximum. But unfortunately, we live in a world where shit talking is now not allowed. Now, here's why I wanted to cover this, okay? Because I don't care about people getting banned on Fortnite, right? For me, it's like, all right, whatever. It's a free-to-play game, whatever. Now, unless you get banned, you lose access to all the skins you bought. Well, that sucks for you. But, Fortnite, whatever. The reason why I want to talk about this is because of the hypocrisy behind all of this, right? It's a rules for thee, but not for me situation. So who owns Fortnite? Epic Games, right? Who is the CEO of Epic Games? Tim Sweeney, right? Who was currently getting yelled at about his comments about Charlie Kirk? Tim Sweeney, right? And what did Tim Sweeney utilize to try to defend his comments about Charlie Kirk? The First Amendment. So why is it that when Tim Sweeney gets criticized, right, and people want him held accountable for his comments on Charlie Kirk, he wants to throw the First Amendment and he want to be like, well, the amendment says you can't diss someone. Not seeing it in here. So wait a second. If the First Amendment says you can't diss someone, why the fuck are you banning people in the game for dissing other players? Rules for thee, but not for me. This is why I don't take these companies seriously, because it's hypocritical as fuck, right? Where they're the first ones to be like, well, my free speech, my First Amendment, right? But they're also the first ones to ban you for hate speech. They're also the first ones, well, what they claim to be hate speech. They're also the first ones to try to go after you in real life for saying anything they don't like. But when they get criticized or when they get backlash for what they say, it's my free speech. Give me my free speech. The First Amendment doesn't say anything about not being able to diss someone, not seeing it here. Then he says, my tweet isn't some veiled partisan political commentary. Clemson's statement is simply wrong about the Constitution, and a public university should know better. The Constitution and the right to vigorously criticize is supposed to be constant throughout these times. It doesn't look very constant. Can we agree on that, boys and girls? Do you think that the First Amendment looks very constant when it comes to an Epic Games video game? I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with obviously no, right? And these people know it, but they do it anyway. This is why they're hypocritical. This is why you should never feel bad for them. And when they start complaining about free speech that they clearly don't care about, well, don't listen to them. They pick and choose. It's all based on how they view it. But in any case, again, I don't play this bullshit. I don't play Fortnite. And I try to avoid Epic Games like the fucking plague. Like the plague. All right, boys. Like the stream. Let's get into the Destiny stuff real quick. And then we're going to get to the main topics, boys. We got a lot of main topics we got to go over. So Destiny has pissed off a lot of people, and people keep falling for it, right? At this point, this is probably going to be the last time that I'm going to talk about Destiny unless something insane happens, right? So Destiny made this post over on X, and it's basically something that he does this all the time, right? It's meant to inflame people. It's meant to get millions upon millions of views. He gets paid on X for this. That's what it's meant to do. And it works very well, okay? It works very well because he knows that people are emotional right now. He knows that people are going to react emotionally. And I got to be real with you guys. I think Destiny is genuinely trying to become a martyr. As crazy as it is, the amount of attention seeking and rage baiting that I see from him tells me that he desperately wants to be validated in his beliefs that all conservatives need to, basically be offed, according to his own words. I think he wants to be validated in those beliefs, and he wants other people to be validated in their beliefs of something similar. So he put out a post that says, this Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend that it's not. So at this point, again, he's retarded. It's pretty clear. At this point, I think it's also pretty clear that he's doing this just for the attention. I think he likes this. I believe he even mentioned about his YouTube channel, trying to find ways to grow his YouTube channel and trying to get attention in order to grow his YouTube channel. He's internet fried. Like at this point, I think his brain is so internet fried that everything and anything is a battle against, I suppose, conservative people. But again, I find it hilarious that now he's doing the whole college campus thing. This guy, in my opinion, wants to be a martyr so bad. And everybody sees right through it. Endymion says, you're an idiot. Camelot says, it's heartbreaking to see how much you detest yourself. Projecting it outward in every conceivable way. You need love and faith, and I hope you find it. Everyone needs it. I used to get angry with your demonic takes, but now I just feel sorry for you. That's where I'm at. Honestly, bro, that's where I'm at. You know, months ago, I used to get mad at Destiny's comments on X because they were so ridiculous. They were like next level ridiculous. They weren't like your politician level of ridiculous. They were like literally next level ridiculous, right? But then I started to realize like they're next level ridiculous because that's what he wants. That's what he wants. That's what he realizes works. And the thing about being next level is that you always got to find the next level. Otherwise, people are going to forget about you because nobody fucking cares about you otherwise. So he's in this, I guess, I don't know, this mode or phase where he has to up it every single time. Every single time he speaks, he has to up it to the next level. If he doesn't do that, then nobody will care. If you look at his other tweets, nobody cares. People only care when he starts to openly attack people like this. That's when those tweets go viral. This tweet has 30 million views. 30 million views this tweet has. That's more views than his other non-inflammatory tweets combined. Right? So I agree with this comment right here that this person says. I used to get angry with your demonic takes, but now I just feel sorry for you to have that much misery in your heart, to be nothing, to offer nothing, to build nothing, because inside you are nothing. Sad. I agree with this. I agree with this. Paul says, your son has seen you. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Shit.
I didn't even see this. God damn. Your son has seen you sucking another dude's dick. I really don't think anyone cares what you think. Holy shit. And that's so sad when you think about it, because his son, I know his son is online. Jonathan says, that young man, I forgive him. Adolf Hitler, 1939. Now, this particular post got a lot of heat as well, but this post is obviously sarcasm. This person is making fun of everybody who tried to call this a Nazi rally, right? Have a dick. You're not you when you're hungry. Holy shit. These comments are amazing. Full Metal says he's competing with Hassan for outrageous takes too. Not to mention, from what I understand, he doesn't like him. Yeah, they don't like each other. You want to know why? Because they're in competition. They are in competition right now. That's why they don't like each other. And that's the beautiful thing about all of this, right? Because you're only useful to each other when you're useful. The moment you're not useful, that's it. You're in competition. And they're trying to now become the I guess the most targeted figure on the left, I suppose. Going to pray for your soul without your consent. Oof. Kaizen, this guy's amazing, by the way. Do I follow him? I've been why do I not follow him? I've been meaning to follow him forever. You should try going to a MAGA event, just having a normal conversation with people. You might be surprised. I was my first time. I found that people at the memorial were committed to bold but peaceful resolution, despite the violence shown to Charlie Kirk. Michael says, you know what I've noticed? Everyone there seems happy, even in grief. Their faith gives them comfort. Their movement believes America's fundamentally a force for good. Your side seems absolutely miserable. You most of all. Maybe it's time to try to pick up a Bible. Then obviously you have the comparisons between Nazis and Democrats. He's getting cooked by everybody, right? But again, I want you guys to remember something. The next time you see a ridiculous fucking post from Destiny, just remember that your response is what he wants. Even if it's a response that is going to roast him. I partially feels like him and Review Tech USA have like humiliation fetishes, probably. But that's what he wants. Like, he wants your response. He wants your quote tweet. He wants your comment. He wants that. Because, well, number one, he gets paid for it. Number two, he wants the attention. So I choose to not engage with it. I don't comment anymore. As you can see, haven't commented. I don't quote tweet. I don't do anything. I don't even bother bookmarking it. I just go back to find it later. Because this is what he wants. This is what people like him want. And they know that they're making you angry. So it's only a matter of time. And I know this shit looks inflammatory. And I know this shit looks insane to anybody with a brain. But I hope you realize that in 6 months from now, this is going to be nothing compared to what Destiny's going to be posting. Because like I said, he's got to keep upping it. He can't lower the temperature. He keeps talking about lowering the temperature, but we all know that he's not going to. 6 months from now, this is going to look like kindergarten compared to what he's posting. Sincerely. So, you know, I guess stay tuned for that. But yeah, he just wants your comment. He wants your comment. He wants your engagement. That's it. That's all it is. It's so fucking stupid at this point. Like, it goes from being semi-entertaining. Dude, you're quite literally a cuck who will spend the rest of your days inspired to be anywhere close to the man Charlie was. Sit your ass down and find a job. This is true too. You are literally recruiting sane people to the Republican Party. Yep, that is true. Jay Viper says, you see the clip where he admits to seriously planning him? Yes, I did. I talked about it 2 streams ago. I think it was 2 streams ago. Yeah, I did. I saw all of that. Crazy people like this push moderate people to one side. I hope a lot of you guys realize that. I'm sure you do. Not everybody, but some people. Some people who are centers, some people who are moderate, they get pushed to one side when a super crazy shows his face. You know? What's it like being a fucking psych? Where I'm a retarded streamer that hates everything good and normal and call everyone a Nazi. Where, bro, who took a picture of Donald Trump like this? That's crazy. People in the chat are like, wait, what? Who did that? You guys don't know that, guys? Come on, man. I talked about this the other day. We had like 1,500 people watching that stream. Hold on. You want me to bring it up again? Do you want me to bring it up again? Hold on. I'll bring it up again. And then we'll get to the 3 main topics just to drive the point home. Not a fan of YouTube says I missed it. Sorry. No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'll bring it up again. I'm not even going to say anything.
Oh, I did troll the shit out of the DDoS kid. That's a guy, that's one of the people, like, legitimately, like, you have no, like, it's actually kind of scary, like, how close I was to getting people together to go down to his house and kill him and his family. Or it would have just been him and his father. Because I didn't know anything about it. Dude, that was some of the most fucked up shit in my entire life. I was so fucking close to doing it. But I was making so much money on Twitch, and I don't know if Nathan was involved in yet, but for whatever reason, I decided that the current life I had wasn't worth the risk of. Oh my god, I was so close to this fucking address. I had fucking streets mapped out and fucking you have no fucking idea. That's when I first started getting an interest in like owning a weapon. I got a permit to own a gun and everything. Holy.
Not gonna lie, guys. Every time I watch this video, it never gets easier. It never gets easier, bro. Like, legitimately, this is psycho behavior. I don't know how this guy has, like, this is like, when we talk about red flags, we talk about red flags all the time, right? We talk about red flags in the gaming industry. We talk about red flags to look for in video games. You know, it's simple stuff. This guy is literally saying, and I shit you not, that he almost committed murder. Live on stream. I don't know how many red flags I have to throw in the field, but I don't think I have enough. I really don't. I don't think I have enough. At this point, this guy is a gigantic red light. Fuck the red flag. He's a red light that's telling everybody, hey, this is problematic. It is heavily problematic, bro. So in any case, that's the video. That's the video that some of you guys missed. It's fucking insane, bro. And keep in mind, this guy has a kid, bro. This guy has a child, a son. I don't know if any father within their right mind that will be saying things like this, especially when they have a kid. I don't know if anybody in their right mind that would say this even not having a kid. Let alone you have a son, bro. Anyway, best way to defeat him is to ignore him, says Courageous Kirsten. Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, this is probably going to be the last time for a long time that I'm going to talk about Destiny. And keep in mind, last time I talked about Destiny was like a year ago, and I said the same exact thing after covering him for like 2 or 3 streams. I got so annoyed, and it was so obvious that he was just full of shit. I never talked about him again until just recently during the whole Charlie Kirk stuff. And now I am back at that moment. I am completely back at that moment. I just don't give a fuck. At this point, it's all for attention, and I'm good. I'm absolutely good. Unless he does something insane like, you know, shoot someone in the neck or something, then maybe. But fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Ghostlav says Hypnotic 1 week later. Let's talk about Destiny. No, not gonna happen. You clearly don't know me. When I say I'm gonna stop talking about someone, I legit stop talking about someone. You should know that, especially from the Alyssa Mercante nonsense. I haven't talked about that bitch in almost a year. So, but hey, you could think what you want. All right, let's get into, let's see, hold on. We did the Destiny thing, skate thing, Fortnite, fuck Fortnite. Fortnite is gay. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go over super chats. Let's go over super chats, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're gonna get into the main topic. Where we at? So we got, and keep in mind, guys, just to remind you, main topics tonight are the following: Mass of the TDS Sweet Baby Deep Dive, Silent Hill F, 360p to 720p natively on PS5, being upscaled to save the system, and we're also going to talk about Probably Monsters and the developer that got fired, and the fact that Smash Gatey got a privacy complaint for apparently covering the Psycho's tweets. So we got some really good stories lined up. So stick around, boys. Like the stream. We got, let me scroll down. Where we got James Zopp with 4 new episodes per week. Shout out to James Zopp. Thank you so much for the 2. I appreciate that, man. We got Hex and Hammer with a $20. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. Shout out to Hex and Hammer. Says Kimmel will get a ratings pop from people wanting to see what he says. The media will say it's a win for free speech. They already are, by the way. And another Trump loss. The media will ignore the ratings crash the following night. Of course, yeah, no, you're 100% right, Hex and Hammer. They already are saying that. They already are saying that this is a win for free speech. You know, democracy won, all kinds of bullshit. It's like, oh, so it's a win for free speech for Jimmy Kimmel to get his voice back. But Charlie Kirk literally cannot get his voice back because you killed him. And apparently that's not a loss for free speech. Go suck a dick, bro. Sincerely. But in any case, thank you so much, Hex and Hammer, for the 20. That's amazing. I appreciate that, bro. We got Beautiful Zexel with a 10 says, I don't want to be like Smash JT, but bless and shout out to Erica Kirk with the beautiful speech she did yesterday that she exposed all feminist BS and telling women to not be like a bunch of hoes. I saw that. It was pretty ridiculous in a good way. Shout out to Erica Kirk, man. That was insane. It really was. It was an insane memorial. Notice how all the mainstream media tried to advertise it as a funeral, but everybody else was talking about it as what it really was, which was a memorial. Again, words have meaning, and these motherfuckers always use the wrong words for the wrong situation, and they try to gaslight you about it. Every time. Marty Tiberius O'Donnell with a 2. Show the Kyle clip I sent you. Is that the one for Skate? I gotta find it. Little Miss Hypnotic with a 2. I feel cheated. No Skyrim tie-in. I'm sorry. I know. That would have been amazing. I'm sure. Actually, I think. Hold on. Speaking of the Skyrim tie-in. Hold on. I don't know if I could find it. Yeah, they did another one. The same person found another bug, but this time in Sonic, which is crazy. We got to talk about it. Look at this. This bug is crazy. Hold on, watch this.
Oh, it's on now. Random track.
Hey, you. Finally awake. You trying to cross the border, right?
These never get old, bro. I love these. I love these so much, man. I just love them so much. I'm a simple person. I really am. Just give me this meme every time, and I swear to God, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I really will. It's the best meme ever, bro. I swear. Oh man, I saw they did another one. I'm like, yes, I gotta show that tonight. I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. We got Demon Carol with a 2. Man, no shit talking anymore. Fuck that. Yeah, it sucks. But you know what? It is what it is. People will shit talk regardless. Bruce Fields with a 5. If you want to raise your ESG scores, new Blackstreet is live. Come join. They got some plantains set aside for you. I'm okay. I'm good. If I want to watch the circus, I'll go to a circus. Chicken Senpai, BB with 8 months. Bro, I like how people advertise other shows in my streams. It's just so crazy, bro. I swear to God. People come to my show to advertise their own shows. People come to my show to try to steal people who donate to my channel. Like, I swear to God, it's so crazy. It's so wild. And I watch it happen in real time. And I just look at you. I look at them and I'm like, are we really doing this right now? But I let it be because I'm like, you know what? Listen, if you have to target people who donate to my channel to come to your channel, to donate to your channel, it's like, I guess, okay. I suppose I'll continue being entertaining and everybody else can continue doing what they're doing. I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I'll continue to do what I'm doing though, I suppose. But thank you, Bruce Fields. Chicken Senpai BB with 8 months says much love to Hypno in chat. Fried chicken. Shout out to Chicken Senpai. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We got a Dare Soto with a $10 banger says, and again, this is the same person who's been telling us to drop the temperature. Everyone at this point, I feel pity on him because he's already at the edge of cycling a huge beacon when he speaks. Yeah, no, he should be the last person to be talking about lowering the temperature because we all know he's not lowering the temperature. We all know that he wants the temperature risen to maximum in the hopes that something happens to him. I really do think he wants something to happen to him. I know that sounds crazy, but I do think that he wants something to happen to him. I can't be the only one that sees it like that. I feel like he wants to become a martyr. Part of me even feels like he's envious of Charlie Kirk in the weirdest way, because he's probably looking at someone like Charlie Kirk and he hopes and seeds that Charlie Kirk's name is going to go down in history for decades to come, and people are going to forget Destiny the moment he dies. As crazy as that sounds. So, there you go. J Swag with a 2. Hashtag deaf to the left. Deaf to the left. Don't wear Patriot colors. They ambush. Fuck him. Demon Carol with a 5. With how Destiny's wife was, are we even sure that kid is his? Probably not. But, I mean, who's counting at this point? We got a newest Hades with a 2. Here's $2 for Smash JT, but it's Hypno's money. Fight. Thank you. Ron DFK with a 2. What's invisible smells like bamboo? Panda farts. Damn. And then Mr. Marty Tiberius O'Donnell. Marty Tiberius O'Donnell, the fucking legend himself, drops a 10 membership. Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha. It's the way of life. Shout out to Marty Tiberius O'Donnell. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Very much. Smash JT says, to be clear, Hypnotic is not talking about me. I'm very happy for his continued success and donations. No, I was not talking about Smash JT. I will admit that. No, I was not. I was not talking about Smash JT. I was not. It's just so annoying, man. It's, again, as a YouTuber, I've noticed it. I've noticed it for a long time. And I think to myself, I was like, I never did this. You know what I mean? Like, I never did this as a YouTuber. Like, when I was at 1,000 subs, when I was at 500 subs, I would never go into someone else's chat and be like, hey, man, come to my stream. How about you drop that 50 memberships on me, buddy? You know, it's like, and be serious about it, you know? Or, hey, how about you donate to my stream too? I stream, you know? I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is, bro. What can I say? I don't know. It's fucking crazy. But you know what? Hey, if it works, it works. Congrats, man. Congrats. Where are we at? We got the Murphoth with it too. Destiny's destiny is damning his son's psyche for life. Or damaging, I think you meant to say. Damaging his son's psyche for life. I would agree with that. And it's sad, man. You know, you see some of these, you see some of these people that, you know, are psychos online, and you know they have kids. You know they have kids. And it's like, dude, I can only imagine what they're putting into their kids' heads. I can only imagine. And it's not good. You know? So, Westfall Rangers becomes a member all on his own. Shout out to Westfall Rangers. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And then we got our cuz with the $20. Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha. It's the way of life. Lucha, lucha. He says, what will happen first? GTA 6 released or Smash JT reaching near hypnotic gaming skills? Ha! GTA 6 for sure, 100%. GTA 6, of course. Smash JT's old brittle bone hands would continuously break under pressure. Bro, Smash is getting straight.
Holy shit.
Smash is getting Smash is getting strays. GTA 6 definitely coming out first. No doubt about it. Sorry, Smash. Sorry, man. And then we got Anubis Hades with a 2 tosses $2 at Smash JT. Fuck, wrong channel. Wink, wink. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, Anubis Hades. And then again, the legend himself, Marty Tiberius O'Donnell, with a $20. Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha. It's the way of life. He says, there's so many of y'all to support, but Mama Bird is trying. Shout out to you, Marty Tiberius O'Donnell. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, man. And again, I want everybody to be able to be successful on YouTube. I've always advocated for people's success on YouTube, and I've always tried to help people learn how to grow on YouTube. I'm limited because I can't teach people. Like, people ask me questions. They're like, how did you do it? And I can only give them so many logistical answers before it becomes a personality thing. And it's like, you just got to find your rhythm, man. You got to find your rhythm. But, you know, the last thing I'm going to do is try to poach on someone else's success. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Again, I have enough faith. For me, it's like I have enough faith in our ability, in our show, in what we do. I have enough faith that even if people get poached, it doesn't matter. I feel like we'll hit our tiers for sure. We will continue to have fun as we always do. And I have faith everything will be fine. You know, I feel like I bring in enough value and entertainment to people that it'll be fine. I don't ever feel like I'm in a place where, you know, I guess it's a trouble spot. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I always just feel like it'll be fine. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. That's probably accurate, to be fair. Rumble with a 5 Cara Ketro with a 5 over on Rumble, I meant to say. Hey, Hypno, would it be okay to get a shout out for literature Devil's Due comic book campaign on Indiegogo? Lady Midnight, Devils Dwell in Silent Springs. Indiegogo? Okay, so this is, hold on. Let me read this again. Comic book campaign, Indiegogo. Lady Midnight, Devils Dwells in Silent Spring. This is for Literature Devils, new comic book. So shout out to Carnet Ketrel. There you go. Shout out to you, man. Adam Jimmy with $1. A man that talks about swallowing other guys' cum is totally sane. Yeah, totally sane. Totally sane. Adam Jimmy with $1. Tucker Carlson getting fired was totally not taking away free speech. I know, right? There are so many posts that are on X right now calling out the hypocrisy of people who are like, this is about free speech. And then they're all like, this is you. This is you. This is you, you know? Hold on. Where are we at? Time Bound Howler says you're probably not debt, at least, correct? You mean to say, are you probably not in debt? I don't know how many streamers out there are struggling with debt. There's a lot of streamers out there struggling with debt because they're retarded and they don't understand that all the money they're making has to be taxed by a large amount, 40% sometimes. So they spend all the money, and then when the tax man comes around, they don't have an answer for him. I'm not one of them. Gray the Merchant with $1. Watched a memorial live stream with you. The moment Erica said she forgives her husband killer, it took my breath away. A strong character, unlike Cum Bum Destiny and Demons. Seeing him fall is Kino. Shout out. Shout out. Where are we at? Crash Collins gifting a membership all on his own. Shout out to Crash Collins. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Adam Jim with $1. Smash JT is so bad at video games. Telltale's games are too hard for him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Smash. You got to defend yourself on that one? Are Telltale video games too hard for you, Smash? Oh, man. That's rough. That's rough. If that's true, oof. What's next? Dustborn was too hard, too? Oh. Damn. You know what I just realized? I missed out on a golden opportunity, man, because for me, making the bet with Smash JT wasn't about money, but we always just tend to bet money just because that's just like the easiest thing to bet. But I just realized something. I was so confident in my Stellar Blade bet. I should have bet that if he couldn't beat Stellar Blade in a certain amount of time, he would have to play Dustborn to completion. Fuck, I should have bet that, man. I didn't need the 200. I should have bet him. Fuck. Missed opportunity. That's all right. Next time. There's always going to be a next time. Don't worry. It's going to be a next time. Where are we at? Let's see. All right, we're fully caught up. I think we got everything on Rumble. Yes, we got everything on Rumble. And you... Whoa. I could have did it. I'm a fool. It's all right. It's okay. All right, boys. Let's talk about... Oh, really quick. Fuck. I forgot one fast topic. This is gonna make you guys laugh. All right, boys. So Borderlands 4 is being called a success. Okay? I want to show you how successful it was. Because your boy was right again. All right? Borderlands 3 in 5 days sold 5 million copies. Okay? 5 days, 5 million copies. Now, Borderlands has been out for longer than 5 days. Okay? Borderlands 4 has been out for longer than 5 days. I believe. I'm going to double check on Steam DB right now before I talk my shit. Let's double check. It came out on the 11th. Yes, so it's been out. It's been out for 11 days. Okay? So September 11th the game came out. So in double the amount of time, Borderlands 4 compared to Borderlands 3 sold half the amount of copies. Half the amount of copies.
Holy shit.
Half the amount of copies, boys. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Right? Great job. Borderlands 4 sales have seen over 2.5 million players have explored Cairo since it released on September 12th. Now, these are very interesting wordings they're using here in this article. They're talking about 2.5 million players, but then they mentioned sales, which is interesting. In the data provided to gamesindustry.biz, not only has Borderlands 4 had over 2.5 million players since release, but has done remarkably well on Steam. Again, is this players engaged? Is this game available for free anywhere? Is this game available for free anywhere? Does anybody know? I don't think so, right? I think it's only a retail game, or am I wrong? Because if it's available for free anywhere, that's gonna be worse. It's on Game Pass? Is it on Game Pass? No way. Is Borderlands 4 on Game Pass? Let me see. No, it's not on Game Pass. It's not on Game Pass. So, no, it's not on Game Pass. Borderlands 4 is not on Game Pass at launch, it says. All right, so these are sales. Okay, so again, it doesn't matter. 2.5 million sales in about a week, or actually longer than that, almost 2 weeks. 2.5 million sales in almost 2 weeks versus 5 million sales in 5 days. So, as expected, and they don't want to admit this, but as expected, Borderlands 4, even though a lot of people are saying it's good, it's a return to form, but it runs like shit, blah, 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 whatever. As expected, the hype that Borderlands 3 had from Borderlands 2 was a lot bigger compared to Borderlands 4 with hype from Borderlands 3. So this is a pretty big drop-off. Now, you could blame the performance of the game. You could blame all that shit. It really doesn't matter. This is half of the amount of sales compared to the last game. And it's funny because I said when talking about it, I was like, this game is going to sell well, but I don't think it's going to sell nowhere near as well as Borderlands 3 did because the hype from 2 into 3 is not the same as 3 into 4. And that's exactly what happened here. It's honestly unbelievable. Not only that, oh, by the way, you guys are, this doesn't count refunds, number one. And number two, you guys just informed me in the chat that you get a free copy of Borderlands 4 with certain devices. So some of these players that they're talking about are not even paid players, technically. It's been bundled with graphics cards and whatnot. So, wow. That's rough. That's rough. To go from 5 million in 5 days to 2.5 million in 10 days, that's pretty rough. Now, does that mean the game's a failure? Not necessarily. But it does mean that it's going to take them a lot longer to get to that break-even point. Right? Not only that, they try to say, well, the game made about $80 or so million in revenue. Yeah, that's fantastic, but you're forgetting to take the cut from Steam. Number one, if this game sold supposedly very well on Steam, out of the 2.5 million players since release, it sold over 1.3 million copies on Steam alone, which accounted for around $80 million or so in revenue. Well, let's do some math. Hold on. So 1.3 million sales times, let's say, an average about $70 per copy. That's about $91 million. And then you got to deduct 30%. $27 million. So 91 million minus 27 million. $64 million. I don't know where they're getting the $80 million from. Unless a lot of people bought the bundle, which is possible. Then maybe the revenue's higher. I don't know. Just seems like the numbers are off a little bit. But who really knows? So at this point, I think it's safe to say that Borderlands 4 has fallen off compared to Borderlands 3. This is going to be a game that I know Randy Pitchford has promised will not go on sale for a long time. But I got to be real with you. This game is going to go on sale just as fast as the other ones did. They can try to say that it's not, but I promise you this game is going to go on sale fairly soon, most likely during the holiday season, and we'll all screenshot it and laugh at Randy Pitchford, who said it's going to be years before this game goes on sale. Maybe he'll be right. Maybe he'll be right. Who knows? We'll see. We shall see. All right, let's cover the main topics now, ladies and gentlemen. Brosif and Rubble says, LOL, damn Smash. Shaking my head. Damn, Smash is getting strays literally everywhere. This is amazing. Speaking of Smash, we're going to cover his story today. Let's fucking do it, boys. Are we ready for videos? I'm ready. I'm ready to one-shot this shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about a post that was made by Smash JT over on X, talking about somebody who is apparently the former marketing manager over at Probably Monsters. He says he found another loon, Light Humphreys at EPSEC, the marketing manager at Probably Monsters. He says, see the attached images of some of the unhinged posts seemingly cheering on the death of Charlie Kirk and insinuating that it was done by Trump. These were shared to be anonymously. He already pulled down his LinkedIn. His Threads account has also already been pulled as well. And reminder/background that Probably Monsters had owned Firewalk Studios and sold it to Sony, which was the same studio behind the legendary game known as Concord. Now, the beautiful thing about all this, as we're about to go into this, is that, number one, apparently it's already been confirmed that we're going to go into it later in the video. The guy has been fired. That is the rumor right now. He went into full damage control. I don't understand why they do this. Why even bother? Okay. Why bother going into damage control knowing that all of you guys in the gaming industry have been celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? You've all been getting felted by your employers, and yet you're still doing anyway. What do you think deleting it's going to do? What do you think deleting it is going to do for you and your employer? It's going to do absolutely nothing. You might as well just keep it up and stand by it, right? The good thing about Drew, the woman over at Sucker Punch that got fired, is that she kept her post up. She didn't delete it. She doubled down. She tripled down. She showed everybody that she's fighting the good fight, and she's willing to sacrifice her entire life for people that don't give a fuck about her over at Palestine. She doesn't care, right? This person, though, why delete it? It makes no sense. Just keep it up. But in any case, let's talk about this amazing person and what they had to say. So this person's name is Light Humphrey, right? And this person their pronouns are now were, a global marketer for Probably Monsters, previously Magic the Gathering, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Sekiro, and Spyro. Let's talk about pizza and cause chaos. Yeah, I'm sure you like pizza, all right. EPSEC then says, I wonder if MAGA will start wearing bandages on their neck. That's a good one. Congratulations on that. This person also says Charlie Kirk's epitaph should read, worth it for the Second Amendment. Then he says, coincidence that they voted to not release the Epstein files at the same time that Charlie Kirk was shot? I think not. I want you guys to understand that these are the people that call us conspiracy theorists. These are the people that say that we make shit up all the time. These are the people that say we're the crazy ones. And yet they're out here making up conspiracies nonstop about this situation, trying to say that Erica Kirk did it because she wanted her husband's money, or trying to say that Trump did it because they wanted a martyr for the Republican movement or whatever. Like, they're coming up with all kinds of stuff instead of just sitting here and admitting that a lone psychopath, or, you know, I won't say lone because he obviously was helped by people, but he did pull the trigger. So lone psychopath with certain ideology that was radicalized by a certain group of people decided to pull the trigger and silence someone's speech forever, thus creating a martyr that these people will never know how to combat against for the next 10 plus years. It's going to be damn near impossible. But in any case, Epsec says, what if Charlie wasn't killed for his beliefs and it was like his scorned gay lover or something? All I'm saying is we're jumping to conclusions here. This is amazing. This is literally amazing to see the bullshit coming out of the mouth of this person. Then he says, there is non-zero chance Trump had Charlie Kirk killed to get us away from the Epstein files. I did say that he would try some wild shit, and this one was certainly qualified. Anyway, I'm over Charlie Kirk. Let's get back to the Epstein files. Anyway, Epsec says getting shot under a Prove Me Wrong banner while talking about Second Amendment rights is irony I thought only writers were capable of. If the only way you can make me feel sympathy for someone like Charlie Kirk is to think about his family, maybe he himself didn't have any actual redeeming qualities. Osama bin Laden had 26 kids, and they made a whole movie about how we killed him. Having kids doesn't make you a good person, bro. You know, the false equivalencies that these people do all the time is ridiculous. They love to say that we're Nazis, we're this, we're that, whatever. But the truth is that you're comparing somebody like Charlie Kirk, who so ironically would have given you a microphone, right? That's what I want people to remember. Somebody like Epsec that is talking crazy nonsense right now, Charlie Kirk would have given this person a microphone and allowed him to speak his piece on his nonsense. Isn't that the most amazing thing about all of this? That this person who's trying to talk shit and do his not and do whatever the hell you want to call this, rage bait, whatever, inflammatory speech, whatever. Charlie Kirk would have gave this guy a microphone and would have said, you know, speak your piece and let's have a dialogue. This person would have never did the same thing. And this is why this person will never be respected compared to someone like Charlie, regardless of whatever your political beliefs may be. So we got even more pictures here, showcases some screenshots that Smash JT provided. Epsec says, in other news, Poland enacted Article 4 of NATO for Russians sending drones. We are dangerously close to a massive escalation in Europe. His last words being gang violence, only to be shot by a 70-year-old white man, is absolutely wild. Again, never happened? Like, what? The 70-year-old white... Are you still trying to blame the white guy for this? Epsec says, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to have the cost of, unfortunately, some Charlie Kirk deaths every single year so that we can stop having children die at school shootings. Charlie Kirk from an alternate timeline. Looks like Nepal gets it, waiting for America to actually do something as well. So this person is advocating, obviously, to overthrow the government here and do what happened in Nepal. Epsec says, I can't wait for his dying breath, that his anti-progress dies out so we can finally move forward. Wow. Okay. This just gets better and better. Between the Department of War and the Gulf of America, the right seems pretty okay with calling something by a different name when asked to. It's almost as if it's too hard to remember or it's dumb were never the actual reasons. Now, this is a screenshot from the Probably Monsters website, which is so ironic when you think about the name. Think about the name of the company, Probably Monsters, right? These people are probably monsters, and now it's been proven that one of them actually is. So that's pretty damn fucking hilarious. So Smash JT made this post, and then if you look here, there's been semi-confirmation. Smash JT posts, I've received word that this person has been let go. Probably Monsters has also made a statement. If you look here, this is their statement. It says, respect is one of our core values. Comments recently made by a former employee about Charlie Kirk's death were offensive and violated our social media policy. We do not tolerate this behavior, and the individual is no longer with the company. So they made a statement pretty much flat out condemning it. They made a statement pretty quickly too, mind you. What I will say is I find it interesting that this person in their Threads account did not have my opinions are my own in his bio. Maybe if you did, you might have been protected, right? Obviously not. I'm just joking. But still, they openly condemned this person and kicked them out. You know, these people who are making these statements for these companies and getting fired, all you guys are going to be are scapegoats, right? You're going to be scapegoats for your companies. Your companies are not going to care about your opinion. Your companies might very well agree with you and what you said, but you're going to be a scapegoat. You're going to be fired immediately. You're going to be let go, and they're going to use you and prop you up in the town square, and they're going to say, here's the body. We got rid of this person. He's gone. She's gone, whatever. And that's it. and they're going to move on. Every company has been doing this. And now maybe you developers will realize that your company doesn't give a fuck about your social cause. Your company that talks to you about DEI and makes you take these courses about how important you are if you're gay or black or trans or whatever, you just realize that they don't care. They don't care about you. You're done. They don't give a fuck. They never cared. Your social cause never meant anything to them. They only utilized you and propped you up in the same way that they're propping you up now. They used you and propped you up to make their company look better. But the moment you made them look too bad, you are now being propped up in the other way. You are being propped up as a sacrificial lamb for the masses, to everybody to laugh at and say, oh, this guy got fired for this shit. Well, good on him at this point. That's all it is, man. And I'm glad that you guys finally realize this now. So when you go to the Games Developer Conference, I expect all of you to be in the park outside of the arena or wherever the hell you're having this conference at, and you're going to have yourself a little screaming session like you did last year to complain about the state of the industry, how nobody cares about you. Scream, scream, scream away. Because chances are half of the people that scream are going to be fired within the next 6 months after the GDC. So in any case, this is a epic win, in my opinion. But here's where things get interesting, right? Smash JT reported on this about a day or two ago, and he already has received a privacy complaint, suspiciously, shortly after talking about this particular situation. He says, I've received a privacy complaint for covering this situation. To be absolutely clear, all information used and discussed here within was public and readily available from the user's own social media posts, LinkedIn, and company-wide message. So, listen, I've gotten privacy complaints before. They go absolutely nowhere. Okay, I want to be very clear to the people who falsely claim privacy complaints on YouTube. 99.9% of the time, they go absolutely nowhere because all we're doing is covering your social media posts. Your social media posts are not private. Your first and last name that you use on social media posts are not private, right? Your job that you put on your social media profile is not private. None of that is private, right? It's not like we're getting your address and posting it. No, that's actual doxing. This shit is not private. You're posting it on social media. You put it out there. You made these tweets. You openly celebrated his death on your profile. It's a fucking joke, right? So apparently they claimed the entire video. You can look here at the bottom, 0.01 to 13 minutes. They claimed the entire video, which you already know is not a valid claim. And YouTube knows this is not a valid claim, right? What YouTube does is they investigate the video. And after their investigation, they decide whether they're going to keep it up or take it down. They almost never take it down. They never take it down. Every single privacy complaint I've ever dealt with has never been taken down because YouTube knows what you're covering. YouTube knows what you're talking about. And after they watch the video, they're going to realize, oh, you're covering tweets. That's it. You're just covering tweets. That's all. Oh, all right. Well, that's not private. That's social media posts are not private, so they're not going to take it down. But again, you can privacy complaint all you want if it makes you feel better, but nothing's going to happen from it. So it's a literal waste of time. But in any case, it's very clear that most likely, we don't know for certain because obviously with a privacy complaint, we can't see who files it. Chances are it was the person that was being spoken about in the video, right? The EPSEC or whatever the hell the guy's name is, Light Humphreys. This person is the one that most likely filed this particular privacy complaint with Smash JT in the hopes to try to, eventually take the video down. But the video is not going to be taken down, no matter how hard they try. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this person's comments? What do you think about the entire situation regarding Probably Monsters? Are you happy with their condemnation publicly and swiftly of this person and the fact that they most definitely fired him, it seems like, at this point? Or is it not enough? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Fucking privacy complaint. What a joke. What a fucking joke. It's not going to do a goddamn thing. Let me see something. We got Adair Soto with a 10. Hypnotic. I don't know. You heard about this, but there's a video going around. Homeland Security just made an opening of a Pokemon music capturing illegal immigrants. Is crazy. Yeah, so I saw that. I saw that, and I wanted to play it, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, they play the Pokemon theme song, and I don't want to get copyrighted by overly litigious Nintendo. So I'm not going to play it personally. Otherwise, I would. But you guys could go watch it on X. It's hilarious. Anubis Hades with a 2. A tutorial for a doorknob is too hard for Smash JT. That's crazy. Master Gawa with a 5. These people are trauma-based mind control. Imagine living in fear of an army that was defeated decades before most of these people were even born. Facts. 100% factual information. I agree. It's a fucking joke. And again, they do it because they feel like they're like the main characters in their own anime. That's really what it is. They're their main characters in their own anime, and they feel like they're fighting something that's super important. And that's basically it. Like, I don't really know what else to say other than that. All right. Let's get into the next one. Ladies and gentlemen. We are going to talk about good old Silent Hill F. The hilarious story around Silent Hill F, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one, boys. I cannot wait for this. It's going to piss off a lot of shills. Oh, my God, it's going to piss off a lot of shills. It's going to piss off so many people. But you know what? That's fine. It is what it is. I look forward to all the PlayStation comments. I look forward to all the PlayStation fanboy comments that are going to be in my comment section because it's going to be rough. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You heard it censored? Yeah. I mean, did anybody really expect that they were going to allow you to look up the skirt of like a 14-year-old Japanese girl? This is not Japan, bro. It's not going to happen. Of course they're going to censor the fucking game. We knew that already. I knew that. I said it was going to get censored immediately. The moment they announced the game, I'm like, yep, this shit's going to be censored. No doubt about it. At least when it comes over here, maybe not in Japan, but I'm sure it's going to be censored over here. All right, let's see. And at that point, I mean, it's like it should be obvious at this point, right? So let's see. Let's skip this. The game's coming out on the 25th. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Silent Hill F. And one of the main things we're going to be talking about regarding the game is the revelation of its performance on consoles and just how utterly terrible it is and how we are going back in time when it comes to video games. Somehow, some way, game performance is becoming so bad where not even just, a generation ago, we were nearly at 4K native resolution. We were pushing that. We were talking about that. Video games, that was going to be the next gen, right? 4K native resolution able to be performed by these supposed next generation consoles. And what we're getting is worse and worse and worse. And a lot of this has to be tied to Unreal Engine 5 and developers' lack of experience or skill with this particular engine. Not only that, we're going to talk about the gameplay because I made a video a couple of months ago talking about the potential for this game to be a Souls-like, considering what people were saying about the game, especially the dodge button, and how now it's been confirmed that the dodge button is so aggressive that you basically have rocket boosters on your feet when you're dodging with this, 14-year-old Japanese schoolgirl who apparently is destroying people with all kinds of weapons. But in any case, let's talk about Silent Hill F. So there's a lot of good and bad to be had with Silent Hill F. But one of the bad things is that the combat system. Okay, so people are just curious as to why Silent Hill F was even named Silent Hill to begin with, right? There's a screenshot going around that sums it up pretty nicely that I wanted to go over with you today. It says, not set in Silent Hill, yet it's called Silent Hill. The entity known as Silent Hill can't just travel from its location and go on a holiday, especially several years into the past before it was supposedly created. The girl has altered Beast Wolf arm. Girl has Armored Core booster movement for dodging. Like they're comparing her dodge ability to Armored Core. That is how fast she dodges. And I said it in the video, the gameplay video, when I looked at it and reacted to it on stream. I said, bro, her dodge is really fucking fast. Like, her dodge is to the level of Ultra Instinct level dodge. Like, why are you giving this girl who is supposed to be a 14-year-old Japanese schoolgirl, why is she able to dodge with the likes of Goku? I just don't understand this. And everybody was gaslighting me in my comments, and they're like, no, that's not true. You're grifting. You're making things up. It's like, no, bro, people can clearly see that this girl has Ultra Instinct. Like, what are we doing here? But in any case, tiny girl versus giant Souls-like slop monster fights, which they said, by the way, was not going to be a thing, and apparently it is a thing, so there you go. This story is supposedly about feminism in Japan and toxic male masculinity. That sounds amazing. And the lore is completely ignored. And then he says, just what the fuck is this game actually meant to be? Because it isn't Silent Hill. Why didn't they just give this a new IP instead of sticking Silent Hill label on it? Because they want to sell the game based off of nostalgia. They want to sell the game based off of legacy. They didn't have any faith in this game to sell on its own if they were to give it a brand new name. So they decided to give it a Silent Hill tag in the hopes to try to revitalize the franchise and also sell it based off nostalgia and legacy. That is literally it. And the sad truth is that it is going to sell based off that. There are people that are going to buy this game based off the fact that it just has Silent Hill in the name. That is literally it. It's sad, but it's true. Now, let's move on to the next screenshot that we have here, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to blow your mind, okay? So, according to people that are reviewing this game right now, this is what the game runs at on PlayStation 5, quality, performance, and PS5 Pro. On the left, you have PlayStation 5 standard, quality mode. The native resolution is 720p. And the game is upscaled in quality mode to 2160p at 30 FPS. In PS5 standard performance mode, the game's native resolution jumps anywhere between 360p and 720p. Let me repeat myself because we're not even at 1080p, guys. We are now talking about 360 to 720p. So let me repeat myself. 360 to 720p is what it is upscaled from in performance mode with a dynamic resolution of around 1800p at a standard 60 FPS. Okay? Now let's go to the PlayStation 5 Pro, the console that we all know is about to cost $800, right? The game, the system that costs $750 some odd dollars right now, has a native resolution for this game with its improved console at 720p. And it gets upscaled to 2160p quality mode, like in the standard PS5, at 60 FPS steady. So these games can't even hit a native resolution of 1080p, guys. Like, I don't, what do you even say to this? What do you even say to this? Seriously. And I understand, man, the console people are going to eat this shit up. I'm not talking about all of you. Obviously, I'm talking about the shills. But they're going to eat it up. They're going to literally be on their knees with mouths wide open, waiting for Sony to drop their pit bull balls on their face. And they're going to say, this is amazing. Please give me more. Guys, they're upscaling from 720p. What happened to next generation consoles? What happened to next generation consoles, guys? Previous consoles, like, we were talking about 1080p and how 4K native was going to be the standard. All these consoles were going to be able to provide this level of performance, but all you're getting is fake upscaling, which, by the way, I want to be very clear. This does happen in technology all throughout, okay? It's not just these consoles. You have a lot of fake 4K TVs that are obviously upscaled 4K. I understand that. I get that. But we're talking about almost $800 consoles, and they're running at 360p for performance mode on a standard PS5. A standard PS5 was pushed as a next generation console, and to get 60 FPS at 1800p upscaled, you got to run at a native resolution anywhere between 360p and 720p. There's something very wrong with this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who you want to point the finger at. I don't know if you want to point it at Unreal Engine. I don't know if you want to point it at the developers, the studios. At this point, I'm doing the Spider-Man meme, and I'm pointing it at everybody. Everybody's getting pointed at for the shit that we're seeing right now. And they're trying to sell it as, oh, this is next gen content. Bro, this is not next gen content. Are you fucking kidding me? The consoles can't even run at 1080p native. This is a major, major problem. You mean to tell me that Silent Hill F is so graphically intensive that it can't run at 1080p native? There are games that look just as good as this on PlayStation 4 that can run 1080p native or close to it. This is not an excuse. This is not an excuse in the slightest. So in any case, Pirate Nation put a post out there showcasing what this game looks like. Silent Hill F runs at 360p to 720p internal resolution, 60 FPS on PS5 in performance mode. We got a little bit of a video here that we're going to kind of go over and see. I'm going to leave the audio off just so I can talk over it. But you can clearly see it runs at a steady 60 FPS, so that's a good thing. But looking at the game, you can see, man, this shit looks fucking blurry. This shit looks blurry, man. Look at the lighting. You can see the blurry effects in the game. Like this is clearly being upscaled from a garbage resolution. And once you're going down to 300, 400, 500p and upscaling from that, it doesn't matter how much you upscale. It's going to look like a PlayStation 4 game. It really is. This game does not look graphically intensive enough to be warranting a native resolution of 720p on a supposed next generation console. It's just not. It's not. I'm sorry. And I can't wait to see what this game is going to look like on PC, because apparently that's the only way you're going to be able to see it at any kind of real native resolution. It's so sad that these next gen consoles can't even get to 1080p. PCs were able to get to 1080p decades ago. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Now, what this tells me is that this game is probably going to run like absolute shit on PC because they're utilizing lower resolution upscaling to try to save the game on consoles. So I feel like the moment people bump up the resolution and the graphics on PC to what it really should be, the chances of this game running like shit just astronomically went through the roof. Now, obviously, that may not be true. Maybe the game will run well, but it'll be one of the first Unreal Engine 5 games that launches that actually runs well at launch on PC. I will be heavily shocked, to be honest with you. So, I mean, this whole thing is just a joke at this point. Unreal Engine 5, unfortunately, and developers as well that are working with it, they are holding back next generation completely, in my opinion. If anything, they're regressing. I really do think they're regressing. At this point, utilizing Unreal Engine 5 and trying to pitch it as a next generation video game, I don't see it. I don't see it. And I know there's a lot of people that have broken down Unreal Engine 5 and why it is the way that it is. And I know that a lot of people that utilize Unreal Engine 5 don't have the skill level or the experience with it to really make the game fully optimized. But that's not the player's fault. That's not my fault. That's not your fault that's watching this video. That's their fault. Maybe they need to invest in more training. Maybe they need to get some more representatives from Epic Games to come out and train these developers in these studios. Or maybe the fucking representatives at Epic Games don't even know how to train on Unreal Engine 5. I really don't know. But at the end of the day, we need something here and we need it fast because gaming is regressing. It absolutely is regressing. And these consoles are proof that it's happening. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this game running at supposedly 360p to 720p internal resolution on supposed next generation consoles? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I agree with Crash Collins on Rumble. We need nerds. We need to bring nerds back to gaming. We need to bring nerds back to gaming like ASAP, bro. Torinol with a 2-1 Rumble says should be Silent Hill 4F. Fail, 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 fail. Hypnotic, leave the multi-billionaire company alone. I know. I'm sorry. I got to leave the company alone. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me catch up on super chats really quick. Dark Exile with a 5. If you didn't look at my Discord DM, that dude does a real good job explaining what Unreal Engine 5 is and will always be a problem. If it's the video I'm thinking about, I think I did see it. He did do a great job explaining it. Tiger King with a 499. Silent Hill F is that Clock Tower game with nothing to do with Clock Tower. It also sucked. True. Again, it's Silent Hill in name alone. That is literally it. Silent Hill in name alone only. So that is it. Oh, T-Jab says we hit tier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit tier 2. Shout out to you guys for helping us hit tier 2 again for the 145th stream in a row, even with all the poached, donators. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, man. You fucking legends. You absolute legends. I appreciate it. Look at all the uwu spam. You love to see it. Thank you guys. All right. Look at this comment. Took a restroom break. What the hell did I miss? Just like the stream. Don't worry about it. You want to play Doom now? I love this song, man. I love the song. It is what it is. All right. I'm so frustrated. Shinphil says, I'm convinced that in 5 years, to get to 120 FPS in consoles, we'll see graphics regress back to 32-bit. To be honest with you, bro, I'm super frustrated. And I know for me, it doesn't matter because I'm a PC gamer 99.9% of the time, and I get that. But all of it trickles down, right? So as a PC gamer, some of the games come out on console and release worldwide on PC. My PC games are going to be held back because of the limitations of consoles. And now the console games are getting worse and worse and worse. They're regressing. From a performance standpoint, they're regressing. And it's a big problem. It really is. It really is a huge problem. And it's going to trickle down. It's going to trickle down to PC gaming and everything, right? The only thing that's not going to be affected is mobile gaming because they're in a completely different market. And Nintendo because, well, Nintendo is just Nintendo. But in terms of everything else, it's just continuously regressing. It really is. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me see here really quick. Let's get into... Let me see. And keep in mind, guys, the PlayStation 4, a lot of the games had native 1080p. The PlayStation 4, a lot of the games had native 1080p, with only some of them needing to be upscaled to 1080p. And now you have the PlayStation 5 struggling to hit native 1080p on some of these games. It's like, how is this possible? This is supposed to be a next generation system. How are not all of these games running at native 1080p at the bare minimum? I don't know. But again, I already know you're going to have the slop eaters. They're going to be like, oh, stop complaining. Just play the game or don't play the game. It should be easy. I'm like, oh, all right. Okay. No problem. All right, let's see. Let's go into... This is going to be fucking insane, man. Last topic for the day, boys. Last topic. Then we're going to get into the waifu battle. We're going to see some titties, bro. We're going to see some titties. Video recording. Here we go. So, this is very interesting. It's very interesting. Apparently, Sweet Baby Inc. has reared its ugly head. You're not an FBI with a 5. Did you go over the Microsoft up the price of Xbox to $800 now? So Costco took them off the website. Suck console fools. Yeah, I didn't speak about Costco, but I did speak about the Xbox price going up. I spoke about that the other day. I did speak about it when it first dropped. So shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I didn't speak about Costco because I didn't know. There was no statement at the time that I was looking it up as to why Costco removed Xbox. So I'm still waiting to see if there is a statement. If there is, I'll talk about it for sure. I'll either talk about it tomorrow or whenever they make a statement. Let me drink some water really quick, and then we're going to finish this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Sweet Baby Inc. Now, we haven't talked about Sweet Baby Inc. in a very long time. And the reason why is because, well, they're pretty much irrelevant. But the beautiful thing is that the Game Devs of Color Expo just recently happened. It was the same thing that was being promoted on the Steam main page, the Game Devs Color Expo. And apparently, even though they've been more careful, according to Master of the TDS, and I'm going to link this in the description box below, even though they've been more careful about scrubbing recordings lately, this topic looks hilarious if we could dig it up. And we did, right? So Master of the TDS did dig it up. And we're going to go over some screenshots showcasing what decolonization and cozy games look like. Because apparently, cozy games are about colonization. I can't stand these fucking people. So if you look at this screenshot here, this is what they had ready to go. Okay, this is what they were going to talk about. And this is what's going to be in the screenshots that are about to come up in a couple of minutes. It says decolonizing cozy games, right? From Tristan J. Tarwater. They, them. Very important. You got to make sure you get the pronouns right. They, them. What's so cozy about doing chores when you're at the center of the universe? Tristan will delve into cozy games and how they uphold values of colonialism in their mechanics and narrative. By the way, guys, this is from the same company that tried to tell us for years that they are not a DEI company, that they're just a narrative consultancy firm. That's all they are. And yet every single time they hold some sort of speaking event, public speaking event, it's always about something DEI related, or it's always about something leftist ideology related. Always, almost always, every single fucking one, it is always that. But no, they don't do that. They're just a narrative consulting company, and everybody's spreading misinformation about them. Just, I just want to catch everybody up to, their narrative. More than just being about vibes, cozy games project an idea of what is safe and rewarding for players and often promote values of capitalism by rewarding individualism in consumption. What makes them satisfying for many can also make things uncomfortable for marginalized people. By exploring and, oh my God, did they really say that cozy games are uncomfortable for marginalized people? Are we serious right now? Guys, if you're watching this video, who is the #1 customer of cozy games? Whammon. Who is the #1 most advocated for marginalized group aside from the LGBTQ? Whammon. So how the fuck are you going to say that the #1 customer for these cozy games are somehow, it's bad for them? What are we doing here? Do you guys even know your customer base? This doesn't make any sense. But in any case, it makes it uncomfortable for marginalized people. By exploring and questioning the definition and values of cozy games and colonialism, we can make cozy games even cozier. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. That literally doesn't make any sense. So if a cozy game is rooted in colonialism and that's part of their mechanics and it rewards capitalism, why would you want to make a cozy game cozier? That would just make it more about colonialism and more about rewarding capitalism in your own minds. Why would you want to make it cozier? You would want to make it less cozy then if that's the case. That doesn't make any sense. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But anyway, so Master of the TDS then says 2 days ago, Tristan, Sweet Baby Inc. gave a talk called Decolonizing Cozy Games. Here's what Sweet Baby Inc. people are teaching about cozy games. Farming, families, even the 4 seasons are framed as colonial baggage. One slide literally says there are so many white people. And the fix they point out is to the Tales of the Shire, a game SBI themselves worked on. You cannot make this up. Oh, of course. Of course. So the people who are supposedly anti-capitalist are going to say, buy my game. Buy my game. My game is the fix to this. We worked on Tales of the Shire, and because we made the Hobbits black, it was fixed. Buy my game. Buy my game. I'm sure that's going to work out great. By the way, how is Tales of the Shire doing? Let's see how Tales of the Shire is doing, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking real cozy. Real cozy. Great job fixing this game. I'm sure the developers are really going to enjoy how much you fixed their game on the unemployment line. That's going to work out fantastic, you fucking idiots. But in any case, let's continue. So let's look at the first screenshot, okay? Decolonization and decoloniality. I don't know how to say that word. Decolonization, often framed as undoing of colonial influences and structures. It is also a creative process of imagining what cultures would look like if not disrupted by the exploitation of colonialism. Well, shit, maybe you shouldn't have sold your own people into slavery. Perhaps you guys would know what your culture would look like if it wasn't for that. But I guess whatever. The practice of rejecting Eurocentric ways of knowing and being. Coined by Annabelle Quinano, their concept acknowledges how different concepts of the cosmos influence knowledge acquisition, information storage, and transfer, and the ideas of the self. You know, these people genuinely believe that they are the smartest people in the room. They truthfully believe that they are on some like higher level of understanding of life and being, when truthfully all it is that they're retarded and they're trying to convince everybody else that they're not. That's really what it is. The more fake big words they use, the more they think they're convincing people. But the truth is they're not. You guys are just fucking racist. You're also lazy. You want everybody to believe in your ideology so that you can do less work and be rewarded for it. That's what you want to do. You think you're doing something here. This is not going to work for you very well. And of course, you look exactly like I thought you were going to look, but that's okay. That's fine. Colonialism in cozy games. Where? The literal first slide, the literal first statement in the slide, I'm sorry, as you guys can read, so many white people. That is literally the first thing that is on this slide. And you mean to tell me that you guys are not racist? Okay, I suppose. The outside individual who saves the day. The land is there for the taking. Corn and wheat make number go up. Nuclear family, 2-gen family. Monochronic structures, 4 seasons, Gregorian calendar, conveniently ancient civilizations. Spirituality is silly. Straight up racism. How are you going to... Oh, my God. How are you going to end your slide with straight up racism, and then you literally began your slide with what is actually straight up racism? So what, the calendar is racist now? The calendar is colonialism. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. This is blowing my mind right now. How can we decolonize cozy games? We can start the process of decolonizing and practicing decolonization by questioning ourselves and those we trust around us. For example, what does safety mean for the audience we are trying to reach? There is nothing more safe than a cozy game, guys. I don't get, like, how are cozy games not... Oh my God. How are cozy games not safe? What mechanics, rewards, and cultural touchstones and character archetypes will we implement that will resonate with them? What is the relationships of the player character to the NPC community, and how can we handle this mechanically and narratively? How many generations of people are present at any time? How is the time measured, and how does this play out mechanically and narratively? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the fact that these people get hired, guys. I want you to realize it. These people get hired to do this work by studios, which tells me that these slides that we're seeing right now that are available at a public conversation, these are the slides and these are the conversations that they're having with studios when they're working on the narrative of these video games. These slides are what they show to developers. These slides are what they show to executives. This is what is infecting the gaming industry from this particular company. You can't say you don't do this because you're doing it for free. So I can only imagine what you do when you get paid. This is what you're promoting to these studios when you get hired. Here are the games they tell you to check out, by the way. They tell you to check out Fields of Mystria, Salt Sea Chronicles and Mutazoin, Tales of the Shire, and Wanderstop. Okay? Fields of Mystria. How's that game doing? Let's see. How are these games doing? Fields of Mystria. That's out of curiosity. Is it doing good? This was doing fairly okay. 1,969 people playing this game right now. That's pretty decent, I suppose, for a game like this. Let's see how Wanderstop is doing. How is Wanderstop doing? Let's see. Wanderstop. Wanderstop. Holy shit. Of course. Of course. Great job. You definitely decolonized that one. That is going to work over very well for the developers that worked on that game. I'm sure they can't wait to get on the unemployment line. What about Salt Sea Chronicles? Let's see. Salt Sea Chronicles. Let's see. What? Oh my God. Anyway, enjoy the unemployment line. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. So these people are absolutely insane. This is what they showcase to the Game Devs of Color Expo. And this is what they promote to the studios that are hiring them. And this is the biggest problem with all of this, right? So special shout out to Master the TDS for discovering all of this, and Riding Raven, of course, for covering all this stuff. Go check out their channel. I'm going to link it in the description box below. These people are crazy. These people are out here trying to convince you that they don't do this stuff. And yet, literally every year, they get caught doing exactly what they say they don't do, which is to promote DEI in video games, which is to promote DEI narratives. This is what they do. And the people that try to gaslight you, the people that try to go out and say, well, this is we're just a narrative consultancy company and that's it. No, it's not. It's not at all. And I hope everybody finally sees through the bullshit, right? This person asked a very good question. How is Sweet Baby Inc. still getting paid by game studios? I thought they would have gone bankrupt by now. It's because they utilize their skin color and they threaten these studios. This has been proven. The CEO of the company, Kim Belair, has openly said that they will threaten the marketing teams of all of these companies if they don't get hired to push this stuff in their video games. This is how they constantly get hired. They are blackmailing the industry, in my opinion, based off what they said. And they're also based in Canada, which, let's be real, they're not really short for work in Canada. Everybody in Canada, studios in Canada are actively trying to promote this shit. So, of course, they're going to continue to be hired by people in their own yard. They might have lost jobs overseas. They might have lost jobs in the U.S., but they got plenty of jobs in Canada for people to hire them. So, in any case, guys, you let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about cozy games? Cozy games are apparently racist. Do you agree? Cozy games are apparently all about colonization. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, man. I think I lost fucking brain cells covering that. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I never thought I would see the day where cozy games were going to be attacked for something related to racism, colonization, something like what? So you mean to tell me fucking Animal Crossing is racist? Oh my God. Anyway, Deadeye's Luck with $1 over on Rumble. Hey, Hypno, when you get a chance, watch Homeland Security Pokemon clip on X. I did. I can't watch it on stream though. I don't want to get hit by Nintendo. Anti-Federalist Pain with a 2. The day Animal Crossing lets me go Cortez and Pizarro on the critters is the day I shill it hard and play it nonstop. Animal Crossing Conquistador. That sounds amazing. Genetic Spore with $1. Why, oh, why does I reject reality and substitute my own ring? So true with these people. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got, let's see. Burner with a 2. Hey, 720p native will look crispy on your phone. I'm sure it will. Bro, there are phone games that run at higher resolutions now. Do we realize this? There are phone games that run at higher resolutions than what the PS5 is doing natively. Dragon with a 5. SBI, stop hitting yourself. LOL. True. Ben with a 2. Hypno Chan, can you teach me how to become a successful YouTuber? Probably not, but I could try. Not an FBI with a 5 in Minecraft made wheat farm and made enslaved villagers harvested. Yes. May had to slap a bit when they don't work. Now they call me a colonizer. Sounds about right. Thank you for the 5. FKTD with a 5. SBI, how are they still around with their 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place? And the name of the game is Tales of the Shitter. Exactly what I said before. It's all about... It is all about the fact that they're in Canada and there's no shortage of government money and funds related to DEI. This is why almost all of these, DEI consultancy firms, almost all of them are in Canada. Almost all of them are in Montreal, Canada, by the way. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. No sympathy. 2 companies hiring Sweet Baby parasites. Facts. Shout out to Mr. Melancholy. Thank you for the 2. All right, boys, listen. We are fully caught up, boys. This has been an amazing stream. We covered so many topics. Here's what I'm going to say. Number 1, like the stream on your way out. Hit a reaction button. Do what you can. If you're not going to stick around for the Waifu Battle, obviously join me every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're new, talking about all kinds of nonsense throughout the day, gaming related. Hang out with us, have some fun. It's a good time. I appreciate all of you that were here today. Thank you again for the support. We're going to do the waifu battle now. We got to showcase some titties. We got to have an epic waifu battle because we didn't have one for 2 days. 2 days. So we got to have an epic one. We need all the hard hitters out today. So let's fucking go. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. And I'll see you guys on the next one if you're not sticking around. All right, boys, the waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys missed the last waifu battle, she's unstoppable, bro. She is absolutely unstoppable. And I don't know. I got to figure out what to do about this fucking girl at this point. So in the last waifu battle, we had a pretty interesting fight. And at the end of the day, Nami ended up coming out on top with some absolutely insane share shots. Yeah, that just basically saved her ass, and she is still the waifu battle champion. Good. Crazy. Now, before we get into the challenger, let's go with the rules of engagement. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat. You gotta put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You could vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the champion, who is Nami, or you could vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It does not matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I don't think we understand the rules, boys. I think we're lying at this point. Out right, guys, listen. So we need to have an epic waifu battle. And I need to bring out some heavy hitters, bro. Like, sincerely, I need to bring out some heavy hitters to try to take down Nami, because this bitch is fucking overpowered. I don't know what to do at this point. So, with all that being said, it is now time to bring out a former champion, because remember, today is the Battle of Champions, because we didn't have one on Friday because Friday was insane. So with the Battle of Champions, we're going to see what we can do in terms of a challenger who apparently my video is not here. Where's my video? What the fuck? Oh, here we go. I was about to say, like, where the fuck? All right, we're going to bring out a challenger who I think can take down Nami. Potentially. I don't know. I guess. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Here we go. All right, boys. The challenger that's going to go up against Nami is going to be the one and the only legendary waifu, return of a former champion, a big-time champion, by the way, from Bleach, is going to be Yoruichi. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Nami, or is it going to be the brown bombshell known as Yoruichi? Let's figure it out, boys. Let's figure it out. Derek says, okay, she could do it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Westfall says, McDuggins, bro, never. Crash Collins on Rumble already, not wasting any time for a $2, says Nami already. Guys, this is Bleach versus One Piece. Do you understand? How big this is? How big this is? This is huge. This is damn near a battle of the three. Come on, boys. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Fuck! Brosive over on Rumble just dropped a $100 Red Boy hyper banger. And he dropped it for Nami. He says, Nami, get the fuck out of here, Hypno. Guys, if you are a Yoriichi supporter, the Nami fans are coming in strong. I need your help. Need your help. This girl's never gonna go down. De-Colonization over on Rumble is fighting Brosif and says Yoriichi. You love to see it. You love to see it. Great job, De-Colonization. Thank you. Thank you. And then we got FKTD with a 2 says vote Hypno for waifu. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I am not waifu. Sephiroth with a 2 says Yoriichi. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Mr. Melancholy with a 5 says Yoriichi, thick and shapely. I love bleach girls. Very nice. Very nice. Michael T with a 2 McDuggins for the win. No, not McDuggins. Not McDuggins. Dragon with a 5 says Yoriichi, do not redeem. Let's fucking go. The battle is happening. Fallen Angel Zerato with a 5, name and Yoriichi 50-50 split. Since both are mine, we need a big 3 waifu battle. That would be pretty interesting, to be honest with you. That was a vote for Nami and Yoriichi 50-50 split. Chief Danye with a 2783. Nami, strawberry motherfucking shortcake. God damn it. Chief Danye, come on. Come on. Come on, Chief Danye. Thank you for the 2783. And then we got Anti-Federalist Pain on Rumble with a 5. Nami, brown women and gingers are apparently interchangeable. So I assume Yoriichi would be her race swap anyway. That's fair. That's fair. Damn. Nami is fucking killing it right now, but Yoriichi is trying to fight. Taurus with a 2. Yoriichi, the hips win by default. Let's go. Let's go. Sephiroth with a 2 says Yoriichi with all in her eyes. Wow. Let's fucking go. And then Secret Final Boss with a 2. Melody Johnson, because reasons. I'm sure there's 2 real good reasons for that. Fallen Angel Zerato with a 2. Nami and Yoriichi for a correction and 50-50 split anyway. So that's another 50-50 split. Another split, boys. Shit. All right, Nami came out strong. We're going to bring Yoriichi down from the screen. And now we're going to bring out, apparently, the legendary Nami, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Nami or is it going to be Yoriichi? Ali Kusanagi with a 30 for Yoriichi. Shout out to Ali Kusanagi. Thank you, brother. That's an insane vote. Thank you. Black Man Kissing for a 20 says Nami turned me straight and now I made quite a mess. Fucking guy, man. Thank you so much. Black Men Kissing, apparently. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We got Anubis Hades with a 2. Says cat girl with big chest in maid outfit for the win. Let's fucking go. Shout out to Anubis Hades. Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we got Michael T with a $50 mega bet saying Nami is so Nami. God damn it. What is going on, bro? This is unbelievable. We need to take this girl down. Otherwise, in a few waifu battles, she's going to be going for the record. Seriously? Oh my God, dude. I need to figure something out, man. Yoriichi, come on, Yoriichi. Where are the Bleach fans? Where are the Bleach fans? Unless they're purposely staying quiet in the hopes to chair shot, which is a possibility. That is a possibility. Diego did not follow the rule. Diego for a 10. My Dark Queen Yoriichi, please. Did not follow the rules. You gotta put the name of the waifu first. Please fix it. Please. Yoriichi needs every vote she could get right now. Please fix it. Drinking water. Hold on. Name first. Dragon says Hypnotic will become McMahon in a little bit. Not at all. I would have to shit on someone's head for that to happen. I can't believe Nami's destroying it like this, man. Look at this. People in the chat are like, don't fix it. Look at this, man. Nami fans are going crazy. Torinol for a 20 says, Hypno, you may need to split the ginger vote. God damn it. Come on, Torinol. Thank you for the 20, brother. I appreciate that. Crash Collins with a 5 says, Nami for the record. Bro, this is what they're going to be doing. They're going to try to make Nami the brand new Waifu Battle champion record holder. It's going to come down to it, man. Ali Kusanagi says waiting on a stunner. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is going to... It would take a huge stunner for it to happen. It would take something ridiculous. I don't think anybody has that level of troll in them. I really don't. But I guess we'll find out. I don't know. We'll see. Because right now, Nami is ahead by a very large margin. But I have seen crazy things happen before, so... I've seen crazy things happen before, but you never know. We'll see. We'll see. Chaotic Holy says redheads are trash. Beautiful Zexa with a 10 says Yoriichi for the win. Let's fucking go. Megadon with a 2 says Yoriichi, I want my chocolate queen. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All right, boys, here we go. Final countdown. Who is going to win? It's a long shot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last 2 super chats that are going to count are both chair shots against Yoriichi. Brosiv with a $50 mega banger on Rumble says, Nami, chair shot to the head like Jeff Hardy to Brock Lesnar. Man, I need to join the Discord, give y'all better waifus to pick. Damn. Fuck it, bro. Shout out to Brosiv with the $50 mega banger. And then Michael T on YouTube for a 20 says Nami. Damn. Guys, she's already dead. There's no reason to keep killing her. Mods, let's count it up. Count it up. Feed the ducks, feed the eagles. Holy shit, man. Dark Obsidian with a 9.99 says Nami. That didn't even count and it still hurt. Fuck. Shout out to Dark Obsidian, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Guys, I need to come up with something. I need to come up with a strategy. It's time to do the Montreal screw job. Holy shit. Big Boss says, love my dark-skinned girls, but I do love my pirate princess, of course. Anubis says, this was just a prison shanking one way. It really was. It really was. I have never seen this happen to Yoriichi ever. Every time Yoriichi comes out, she always dominates. At least for the first round. Not this time, apparently. Not this time. Fuck. I gotta figure out something, man. because after a few more streams, she's probably going to be up there in record, probably. We shall see. Yeah, bro. Nami's just pounding people. Pause. Yoriichi lost because Mikey and Sonya didn't vote for her. Don't blame Mikey and Sonya for that. Holy shit, man. Issue with one-sided fights is people don't compete. Yeah, well, the moment they see a red boy, people get scared. Not realizing that red boys have been beaten so many times before. All it takes is just a collective effort by people, but it happens sometimes. And other times people get mad and they want to fight. So it all depends. It all depends, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Cyber Joker would have do Nami just to spit on Yoriichi. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Bro, she's dead. Wow. The disrespect is insane, bro. Oh my God, I've never seen this happen to Yoriichi ever. Ever. Sincerely. I'm sure you guys don't remember this ever happening. The numbers are in. We got Yoriichi at $57.66. Damn. Against Nami at $238.44, which means the winner. And still, Waifu Battle champion is none other than Nami, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, man. Damn. Yeah, I'm not lying. I absolutely am coping. I am absolutely coping. This has never happened to Yoriichi. Sincerely. Crazy, bro. And I'm sure there's people coping and seething along with me right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Nami's going to go backstage where she will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. All right, boys, really quick. We got one last super chat that came in. Twisted Master with it too. Masato Katsuragi just saying LOL. Bro, at this point, I don't even know if Masato can do this. But I guess we're going to find out. At some point, I'm sure. All right, boys. Hey, Torino with a 5 on Rumble says, "Oi, keep it respectable." Shout out to Torino. Thank you so much for the 5, bro. I appreciate it. And then the True Aztec Warrior throws in $1 stripper dollar. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. All right, boys. That is going to be it for the night. Thank you guys so much for the insane support today. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who liked the stream, comment, spam the chat, super chatted, gifted memberships. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Join us for the raid. Stay for the end. We're going to raid someone. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
Gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in Major Jack. Suck it, yeah, John. Put a ticket in Major Jack. Look, baby, yeah, put a ticket in Major Jack. It means put a chicken in it, Weenie, and Major fucking Jack. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get a grip!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.